With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 4 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Τα προγράμματά μας προσφέρονται σε πολλές γλώσσες. Παρακαλούμε δείτε suprememastertv.com/schedule.
When the master scolds strongly, he does it to be as a sieve for the minds of his beloved ones, causing the falling of trash and the liberation of wisdom. Please continue watching for more fascinating teachings from Quetzalcóatl, vegetarian.
Vegan and non-alcoholic beverage is the only way to dine and wine.
Saludos, bendecidos televidentes. This means greetings, blessed viewers. In Spanish, the official language of El Salvador, I am Elisa. The festive people of El Salvador are glad that you are vegan, thus helping to make celebrations more compassionate and kinder for all Earth's co-inhabitants. May the Holy Spirit guide all humans towards benevolence and peace. Welcome to The Human Mind, Discourses from Así Hablaba Quetzalcóatl, Thus Spoke Quetzalcóatl, Part 2 of 2, and Words of Wisdom. Así hablaba Quetzalcóatl, thus spoke Quetzalcóatl. It's a beautiful tale that offers upliftment to all truth seekers, yearning for spiritual understanding. In this book, we follow the travels of the legendary Aztec god Quetzalcóatl, who is the story's enlightened master. In his offering of discourses to earnest seekers, we see that Quetzalcóatl highlights the importance of the inward journey, transcending both time and space. This journey connects us with the inner heavenly light and music. Thus, the words from Así hablaba Quetzalcóatl illuminates one's spiritual endeavors with profound truth. Let us continue with selections from Así hablaba Quetzalcóatl, Thus spoke Quetzalcóatl, with insightful wisdom from the enlightened master on the true meaning behind the many happenings in nature. Anguish. And they asked him, "What can you tell us about anguish?" And he said among them, and so he said to them, "My heart is sad, and my forehead is covered with a cloth of sweat when I feel that anguish visits your homes, because almost all the time, brother fear calls her. And what are you afraid of? Perhaps you are afraid of losing your clothes, or of losing the clothes of your clothes, or of losing the sandals that cover your feet, or the palm roofs which cover your heads? If life brought you without anything, what are you afraid to lose? Why don't you give yourselves until you become naked? In this way you will not owe anything to life. In this way you will even give away anguish and fear, and you will be without them. She makes days pass by very slowly, and tears the veils that cover the serene dwelling of your inner silence. Look at the flowers in the fields, and the trees, and the roads. They do what they have to do, and do not know anguish. Look how they dress in colors without sumptuousness, and are great in their simplicity. Which road turns into itself? Which tree, after it has taken the first steps towards the sun, turns its back to it? Make an effort to acquire consciousness of what you really are, and the same way the morning sun evaporates the dewdrops from the fields, may consciousness dissipate forever the anguish from your hearts. Concentrate on the inner heavenly light. Darkness will go away by itself. The poor ants. Someone saw an anthill and felt sorry for the ants that laboriously were looking for food to fill their granaries, and so be protected from the cold hand of winter. Then, taking some grains in his hands, he said, "Let us put these grains at the anthill's entrance, so in this way they will fill it faster." When Quetzalcóatl saw what he was doing, he told him, "Just because you wish comfort, do not let the ants become used to such comfort. You can do more harm to them than benefit in their process of evolution. Let them value what they keep by the effort they make to keep it. Do not forget that it is only suffering what raises you up. If you want to help, devote yourself to give only strength. This way, that effort and that suffering can be carried with more joy. There is a great wisdom and love in respecting the evolutionary processes." Sister illness. And he arrived to a site where there were many sick people, and fever lay down among them, and it was eating from their hands, and pain was their collective blanket. So he went and sat among all of them, and taking wet clothes, he applied them on their foreheads, and capturing his own breath, he laid it on their souls. And so he said to them with comfort, "Blessed are you, brothers, because Sister Illness is determined to come and purify you. And saying nothing, she has entered into your bodies and has possessed them. Is it not true that the corn, when on the corn cob, considers the hand that sifts and unfastens it from the corn plant and beats it over the millstone until it is transformed into corn flour as an illness? What would the corn say if it had a mouth to speak? But you who see its transformation say, the corn is worth for the tortillas we make out of it, and it rises when it becomes our food. Don't be ignorant, and don't think that everything that happens to you is a punishment from the gods, because indeed I say to you, nothing happens under heaven unless it is for man's sake and his evolution. But I also say to you that not always what happens is what we wish, but what is more convenient to our ascension. That which comes to us is not always what we plan with our limitations and selfishness, but instead what will make us become conscious and messengers of light as time passes by. You must know that man's heart was made to be broken. It is like the cover of the seed which must become broken to let the stalk grow up, come out of earth's darkness, and meet the light. Where the echo lives. That evening, the potent voice of Quetzalcóatl resounded all over the valley, reaching the mountain where the echo lives, and when the echo answered back, he talked to the multitudes that were listening to him like this: "Town of Tula, what is the use of my words if they make an echo in your hearts without leaving any trace? What is the use of my cries if they do not find in you a place to cover and dress up with your deeds? What is the use of my deeds if you turn your eyes because they hurt you? Indeed, I tell you that it is easier to move this mountain than to move a heart that doesn't wish to move. Indeed, I tell you that all the wind of the world would not succeed in moving one single leaf from the tree of apathy. When are you going to understand, sons of Tula, that a road is made only when walking? When are you going to understand that only bleeding feet can give testimony of the path? If by any chance you want to know about the suffering of a flower, will you go to ask one of the palace's flowers, when even heat is rationed for its benefit? What tree will bear better fruit, if not the one that overcoming the soil expands itself over it, without cowering behind the walls? I have not come to create echoes of myself. I have come to turn you into echo creators and to bring your own wisdom to yourselves. When the Master scolds strongly, he does it to be as a sieve for the minds of his beloved ones, causing the falling of trash and the liberation of wisdom. When we truly love our Master, we will keep loving him. Even when he scolds us, we will love him equally.
You have been told that you have a disease that can't go away. Even with medication, it can't go away. But you make some changes in your diet and lifestyle. The disease is gone for you. Dr. Neil Bernard, MD, vegan, on the vegan diet.
Joyful viewers, it was a delight that you could join us today. Coming up next is Kenojwak Ashevak, Ambassador of Inuit Art. Right after, noteworthy news. May the Providence shower you and your family with sincerity and love.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.